So the goal will be to get them across that road from here. As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to pedestrian bridges, I have such a hard time building them. And it's not that they're, structurally difficult. How to build them and make them look good and make them look like they belong. I think that's the part. They need to belong. So, not just in pathways, but in many things, I try to keep ground level and go underneath stuff. Because A, I think it would be, the construction would be cheaper. Right, instead of putting everything on pylons. Oops. Yeah, I forgot to right click. So yeah, I would think that it's more expensive to put things on pylons. Plus, I've had the game long enough, and I've monkeyed around with landscaping long enough to know that I can effectively put something below something, like dig a trench. So we're going to dig a trench here. But that's what, 1, 2, 3. That was no more than 4 meters. That's a ditch. That's not going to work. No, it's got to be deeper by at least 3 more meters. I mean, 6 meters I can get away with. Vanilla, I should take it down to 9. But because of Move It and, well, yeah, my anarchy, I'm going to dig a trench. 9 meters. No, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. There's no more than 7 meters there. And we're going to pull a road across. It only has to be 3 meters high because then afterwards I can adjust it with Move It. But I want to get it across here. And like with everything I do with Move It, I got to put the pieces down, then I move it with Move It where I want them to be. Study that, bulldoze the construction, and then try to mimic what I saw with Move It. And if I can't, I bring it closer. And then do small adjustments with Move It. And I know, I've been saying that for a little while now. Well, I had friends that would have really weird issues with their pedestrians and stuff. Like the nodes started getting confused and yeah, all kinds of stuff like that. And I kind of attribute it to having the ability to use anarchy in ways that the game didn't intend. It's got to be rough on the programming. Huh? That doesn't look too bad. That does look shallow. There we go. Now this is going to be like a level 2 build. It's going to work, but just barely. Level 3 would be, well, making it work exactly the way I want it. And level 4 would be making it look a whole lot better than it is. So, in this episode, I'm happy if I get a level 2 going. I might even get to level 3 where it's working exactly the way I wanted it to. And then the level 4 is just making it look pretty. Like right here, I'm looking at this thing, and that's really steep. Like if you're walking that, can I get it? Yeah. That's a rather steep gradient. So I know level 3, I don't have to put that in, but level 4, I would. I'd take those considerations, or into consideration. So I'm traversing or looking around. Where does this path need to go? Like, well, I guess they're going to that commercial. A few of them, now, I don't know if you're the same way as me, but there are people that used the library But unless you surround it with residential, you won't get a huge amount of people. Right, so I'm essentially going to try to move things over so I can get a path down either side of this parking lot. That's an office building. Well, that'll work. I mean, if I could go between the office building and the parking lot. Oops. Still oops. I think the asset's right beside it, isn't it? Even though it shows grass, yeah. Alright, so I gotta move this over one more. Or, one more. One back. Let's grab it. Move it one square. That should do. Okay, so we're gonna roughly throw in the pathway. At this point, level 1, level 2. Well, level 2. If it barely... Well, it's gotta work. See, in this game, I still bulldoze more than I put in. Which means, thank goodness you get money for bulldozing stuff. Or you get a refund. That was neat how that happened, eh? Alright, so that's sort of the basic. That covers, what, 3 streets? I can come around. That's the high school there. And there's residential there. So yeah. Loosely throw this in. Being as a high school, it's got a lot of hangout markers in the back. Some of them may even be able to connect to the pathway. Well, they do. I can see it now, though. How do I get around the school? And the metro track. And that highway. Well, it's roughly placed in there. I mean, it should work from here. Can't wait to deal with that traffic. You know I'm staring at it. Trying not to. Oh, okay. They haven't got the message yet. So we'll let them relax. Oh, they're testing it out though, aren't they? Did they just do a U-turn and go back? It almost, yeah, I must have confused. Or must be confused. So let's take a moment. Tidy stuff up here with Move It. And I think I've mentioned this before. I'm going to do all this squeezing in and stuff like that. So I know what it looks like, what I want. Right? And once this is all built, before I walk away, and when I mean walk away, I mean when I'm done with the renovation, I'll come back and relay this. Hey, look at that. Very cool. That's a lot of kids, too. Or, sorry, a lot of students. The issue is, though, can I get around the school? There's no sliding by that pylon. I mean, at this point, I could use the no pillar mod and go around the pillar. Right? Put it in our anarchy mode and go around the pillar. But you see, when I saw the jank in that road there, I was like, you know what? It's almost like it's wanting me to fix that. Because if I fix that and put a curve in there, I could probably bring the path out around the track and then back in. So, Yeah, start the curve there. That's not too bad. Now, ideally, yeah, take you out too. I want a tight curve here. So, follow the tightness to about there, and then let that open. There we go. You can barely even tell I touched it. Okay, so let's get a pathway through here. Oh, for crying out loud. Good move. Should just take it down to that street right there. There. Okay, so that's a level 2 pathway to get them off the street onto a path. Actually, I would call that a level 3. Because it's working as expected. Well, why are they still up there? It's almost like it takes a long time for them to get the message. Where are they going? They're crossing the road still. That's crazy. But I think from here, I'm satisfied. Oops, don't do that. Oh, bad news. That it was the erosion tool. It brought the level up, trying to smooth it out. Watch your head. You know what? I'm going to throw in a couple of trees at this point. And we're going to call this done for now. But in no way in my mind is this done. I could improve the grading here to the point where it's so gentle you wouldn't even see it really. Kinda like that. But it's the trees there that are hiding it. It's done. They can get under the road. People on the road don't even know they're there. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I didn't have to bridge that track over. I could have done the same thing and have it follow the pedestrians. Oh, that's just crazy talk, isn't it? Anyways, I think it's time to deal with this road. We'll let that simmer for a while, because I still got ideas for that pathway. But I think it's time to shake down this road and get them using it properly. Because it gets bad. Alrighty, folks. They still don't want to use that pathway. Yeah, that's something I gotta figure out. Crosswalk. Ciao for now, though. Have fun.